We're lucky. That's okay, it's okay. Well, hello everybody and welcome to St. Petersburg, Russia. It's an overcast and sprinkly day today. I think there's only 60 days of sunshine in St. Petersburg. It's the second largest city in the Federation of Russia. And I'm going to go off on a bus and see the sights, take some pictures, and then I'm going to get on a canal boat and see it from that perspective. So come on, let's go have some fun.
Russia lost outlet to the Baltic Sea. It restrained, and you can see intercontinental ballistic missiles, machines, military machines and guns and tanks and IBM.
Okay, well, while we're enjoying our casual drive into the city, the tour bus operator handed out some earpieces so that we could understand the upcoming translation, because nobody on the bus spoke Russian, and they also handed out a chocolate bar, which they said most Russians would know this brand. It's the Hershey's of Russia. First of all, I want to show you this aerial view, which is the spit of Basil Island. It's where we're going, and our bus is going to park right here, and a little bit later I'm going to talk about a spot that's right here. So I wanted you to see it before we got there. One of the first things I noticed when disembarking the bus, other than these beautiful flowers, is the 105-foot tall Greek-inspired Victory Column. This was used as a beacon for the ships coming into port. It's known as a Rostral Column, and at the base you can find allegorical figures that represent Russia's rivers. Built in 1811, there's actually two of them that bookend the spit. They were originally built to hold oil, but they were converted to gas in the 1950s and are still used to this day. These columns are so well known they're actually printed on the back of Russia's money, the 50-ruble note. Now our tour kept a pretty good eye on us, so I wanted to get near the water's edge.
Wow, is it really windy right now? I'm here at the Neva River on Basil Island in St. Petersburg. It's actually where Big Neva and Little Neva come together, and across the way is the big fortress.
With such a great view of the city from the water's edge, it's a good location for a Navy museum, and they put that in the old stock exchange. In front of that you can find this bas-relief sculpture. On it I noticed there was an area that had been polished brighter from people touching it. So I figured I would go up and touch it also. Now this is a good example of doing something before you know the culture, or speaking Russian. But I put my finger on that spot and made a wish. The thing was, people noticed. One by one, everyone in the entire park went up and did the exact same thing. I'm assuming that because it was in front of the Naval Academy, it must be a monument to fallen soldiers. I'm not sure, so if you are aware of this, please go ahead and leave a comment in the messages below. Our next destination was a very popular tourist attraction. All the buses were stopping here to visit this very old but very historic naval cruiser. I would soon learn that it was key to the history of St. Petersburg.
Well, I'm told this is the ship, the Aurora, and it's very important in the 1917 revolution because it shot a blank shot out of its cannon to signify the beginning of the assault on the Winter Palace.
in 1858, and since then it was main Orthodox church in Russia.
Well, here we are in St. Isaacs Square, and behind me is St. Isaacs Cathedral, which I'm told is the largest, actually the fourth largest domed cathedral in the world. It's very busy. All the buses are surrounding the main statue, which is a statue of Nicolai I on a horse. Well, strictly on a technical level, I've been told what's amazing about this statue is that as large as it is, the entire structure is supported only by the back legs of the horse, which is pretty amazing considering how forward-leaning it is. I guess that's a good way of saying it. Next up was an even more popular tourist destination, if not the most popular. It was the Hermitage Museum. Well, it's windy and I'm in Palace Square, and behind me, that green building, is the Winter Palace. You saw it from the water. It's the former residence or former winter residence of the royal family, which I think was the Romanovs. In the center of the square, you'll find the 155-foot tall monument, the Alexander Column, named after Alexander I. It's topped with an angel holding a cross, and the column is made from a single piece of red granite. Its pedestal is decorated with symbols of military glory.
Алис, зачем так жить?
Не знаю, так кто-то таймер установил. Давай отойдем отсюда.
Зачем? Скажите, пожалуйста.
Well, I'm told it's normally very busy here in the square, but maybe because of the overcast or the cold temperature or the wind, people are staying away. I can see the tour buses pulling up, but no one's getting off, which is okay by me because I'm enjoying the open space and seeing the Winter Palace and the Alexander Column and everything else. Now, as beautiful as that was, our next location in St. Petersburg was the area I was looking forward to the most. Well, probably the most iconic part of St. Petersburg to me is the building behind me, which is the Church of the Spilled Blood. Its 9 cupolas are very dramatic, and unfortunately today we can't get any closer than we are today because they're having kind of a fun zone right there. We can't get closer, but I'll try to take as many pictures as I can.
Symbolize the power of man in nature. Here we are on Nevsky Prospect. This is our main street, downtown main avenue. Another palace, actually 2 palaces.
Well, I'm back. The bus just dropped me off and I'm here at the cruise port terminal next to the ship. I'm about to go inside to customs and go through that whole process. It could be a very lengthy process, but I will be back tomorrow for a riverboat cruise and do it all over again, see it from a different perspective. One interesting aspect about the nighttime in Russia, around June they have something they call white nights, which is where the sun just doesn't seem to set. So it's very romantic. People stay out extra late and they watch the drawbridges go up and down because the drawbridges only really operate at the end of the day because St. Petersburg is so busy. Well, I'm back in St. Isaacs Square. I'm actually on the Blue Bridge right now, which is the largest span of a bridge in St. Petersburg. Some said even in Europe. I'm not sure about that. But I'm in St. Petersburg ready for my canal cruise. It's a little colder. I've got my earpiece for the translation or for the narration, and I can't wait. The river cruise was an excellent way to showcase the beauty, the history, and the architecture of St. Petersburg. Now up ahead, while we were passing by the statue of Nicolai again, everyone noticed on the Blue Bridge 2 animated young gentlemen. They were quite popular with the boat, and everyone took pictures. It's just no one figured they'd be seeing them again, and so soon. And for the entire cruise. They took a small break while it started to rain, but we knew they'd be back.
And with the runner's reprieve, I figured it was a good time to try out the chocolate bar. It was pretty good, too. And at the end of the tour, sure enough, those two were waiting for us. Most everyone gave them something, including myself.
Well, that was a pretty fun river cruise. I'm glad I went. It's about 5 o'clock right now, and I got back on the bus, and then they drove for a little bit, and now we've been dropped off in a place of St. Petersburg. I'm not really too sure where I am, but I know that we're supposed to be shopping for about 40 minutes, and I'll show you what that's like.
Thank you so much for watching the video to the very end. If you enjoyed the ValleyVlog, well, here's a few others you might like. And a very big thank you to all those who've liked, subscribed, or left positive comments about the videos. It's made them a joy to make. So thank you again, and we'll see you next time.